And today we thought we would share with you why we grow the flowers we do. Now, we're not a real big producer of flowers. We don't supply florists. This is still our side hustle, so we're trying to do it with the smallest investment of time that we can because we are on a time budget. So our garden kind of started as a hobby garden, and it's just kind of grown into a bigger hobby garden as time went on. But we try to grow a cohesive bouquet in every season, spring, summer, and late summer, early fall. So we thought we would share with you today what we grow in each season, and also the elements that we try to grow for bouquets in each season. We grow about 4 main elements: focal flowers, spire flowers, filler/twinkle flowers, and then also greenery. We try to grow quite a bit of greenery. So, you want to tell them about the spring flowers?
Yeah, so the focal flowers we grow during the spring, which would be, like you said, April to May, is garden roses and peonies, ranunculus, if they survive, tulips, and viburnum. And viburnum can actually be used also as a sort of a supporting flower or a filler.
Yeah.
Or even, it's really pretty just all by itself in a bouquet too.
Right, and we categorize, these flowers in different categories, but they really kind of can fit different categories, a lot of them.
We break our own rules all the time.
We do.
And then spire flowers during April and May are larkspur and lilac. There again, that one can be used several ways. Lupins and spirea. The twinkle/filler flower that we grow in spring, fliller.
Typo.
Okay, let's try that again. And then the twinkle/filler flowers we grow in the spring are chamomile. I can't start that.
It says fuller all
Pull it together.
Give me a pause.
And then the twinkle/filler flowers we have for those months are chamomile and daffodil flowering branches. We've got tons of those around dogwoods and peach blossoms, apple blossoms, crabapple. So pretty in bouquets. Muscari and yarrow. And we're trying a new one this year, Loranda's favorite.
Yeah,
Well,
I haven't grown it yet, but I saw a picture. We had to grow it.
Argentinian forget-me-not. And then the foliage we grow, or we have during that time, is forsythia and honeysuckle. Pretty scarce. We do a little bit of what we call rhodofolia, which is just going along the road and seeing whatever's green we think will hold up.
And the forsythia that we grow is the green part of the bush. It's after the yellow blossoms have turned to green, basically in the spring. It makes a really hardy greenery, and we discovered it 2 years ago,
Right.
and it's become one of our favorites to use.
And you can use forsythia through all the seasons, actually. It holds up really well, especially, I think it holds up better in the autumn than it does even in the spring, because
Yeah.
the leaves are a little bit hardier.
And it gets a little pretty sort of reddish tint in the autumn. So, all right, then the summer flowers. This is early summer, which is June and July. The list that we have blooming, and these aren't all terribly prolific during those months, but they are starting, and they really take off in July then. So focal flowers would be garden roses, hydrangea, ranunculus, zinnia, lisianthus, phlox, and this would be the perennial phlox, right? We grow a white David phlox. And then the spire flowers would be delphinium, foxglove, larkspur, Russian sage, and celosia, or celosia, or celosia. And then our twinkle filler flowers. Agrostemma, bachelor buttons, cilantro, and this is actually the herb that we grow for food. When it bolts, it puts up a really pretty little white seed head. It's one of my favorites. So we actually started growing it as a flower. Cosmos, gomphrena, or globe amaranth, right? Nasturtium, those are good to eat as well. Nigella, rudbeckia, sedum, sweet pea, yarrow. We're growing a few sweet peas this year. And the new ones we're trying this year is the annual phlox, creme brulee, right? Very popular color. Celosia spicata, bunnytail grass, Argentinian forget-me-not, crassopedia, or billy balls, or what do you call them? Feverfew, gypsophilia. What flower is that? Baby's breath. And then scabiosa. This is the annual scabiosa. It's a long list. And then also the foliage that we grow in June and July is basil, bells of Ireland, viplorum, forsythia, honeysuckle, love and a puff vine, and cup and saucer vine, which is new for us this year.
Then in late summer, the focal flowers we have are dahlias. They're usually really, really prolific through that time. Garden roses. Garden roses kind of go off and on. They kind of go in flushes through the year. So they're not super prolific
While it's hot.
Yeah. But then like September and even October, they're usually really pretty. Hydrangeas again, sunflower, zinnias, lisianthus, the perennial phlox. If you cut those after they bloom the first time, they'll actually send up second bloom heads, so that's really nice. Get a second crop out of those. And then the spire flowers are delphinium, foxglove. Sometimes the delphinium peters out till the end of the year, but mostly it lasts. And then we have Russian sage, celosia, or celosia.
Celosia.
However you say that name. That's the thing with flowers. There's so many pronunciations, and
You have to have a degree in Latin basically to pronounce them, and we don't.
like I look at them, and my problem is I read them when I was a kid because I would geek out over the flower magazines, and so I have all these wrong pronunciations in my head. We also have twinkle filler flowers during this time. Bachelor buttons, we're hoping. We didn't have real good success
I
with
think
them
we will this year.
last year, but we'll see. Cilantro again, same as what she said. Cosmos, Scomfrena, Nasturtium, Rudbeckia, Sedum, Yarrow, and then again annual phlox, bunny-tail grass, Craspedia, Gypsophilia, Japanese anemone. We're trying that one this year. Hopefully it'll bloom. It's supposed to be like the cosmos of the fall. I don't know. And then an annual scabiosa as well. And then foliage for that, basil, eucalyptus is usually pretty sturdy by then, so we can use that in our bouquets. Forsythia, honeysuckle, love and a puff vine, and cup and saucer.
And kind of the reason that we've spent so much time trying to figure out how to grow all of these elements in every season is because we would like to do our weddings, especially just with the flowers that we grow. But it's important to us that the flowers, the bouquets, be really pretty. So it takes a lot of kind of curating and figuring out what we can grow by season in order to do that. So it's a fun challenge, but
Also, most flowers that are easy to grow, like cosmos and zinnias and celosia, they don't have a lot of really pretty like wedding colors as you would think of them. There are starting to be a few more, and so I think a lot of people just think of those as sort of, homely garden flowers and not really bouquet worthy. But if you get the right colors and you use them in the right way, you can make gorgeous bouquets.
right, I'm trying to make it my mission to make zinnias a coveted flower in bouquets. Haha. What I learned when I started making bouquets, and we're self-taught here, we are not educated, we've not been to floral design school, so take everything we say with a grain of salt. I know people classify the elements of a bouquet differently. This is just the way we classify them, how we like to work with flowers. But one thing I learned is that the kind of flower you have is not nearly as important as how you put it in the bouquet. So if somebody is just intent on having a Juliet rose, we can kind of get that. You really can't replace a Juliet rose. I think that's the queen of roses. But you can get the same look overall in a bouquet by substituting a similar flower in a similar color. And that was mind-blowing to me. You don't have to have those super expensive things to make a really pretty bouquet. So we're actually going to go on a mission this year to make a lot of those and see how we can use kind of the humble garden flowers to make a little more artsy / whatever bouquets. I don't know. Couture. Couture is a good word. If you like this video or any of the other videos on our channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And you can also leave us a comment or message us. Let us know what you want to see more of. We're going to keep doing these videos until we run out of time, which is going to be just soon here. So if you're curious about anything, we'd love to share it with you.
We'd love to have your feedback. If you have any other ideas of things that we could share, or you have questions about the way we do things, we'd love to share them with you. We don't have it all together.
No. In fact, we don't have much together at all.
We can barely pull it together to make these videos in the first place.
This is our side hustle, so we just ran over here from our day job. We work on the same premises, so we had to run over here in biting cold. It's really cold outside today, and just pull our thoughts together and make this video. And it usually takes about 3 takes because we can't switch our gears that fast. the leaves hold up really well in bouquets, and then they run.
They're full of bouquets.
And we also grow buplurum,
which would be August and September. Our focal, try that again, is foliage. I can't say that word. So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. We don't have it all together.
No, in fact, we don't have much together at all.